Okay, so we're going to go over when we treat Medicare or Medicaid patients. So I just wanted to go through how you would document for these patients. So we have this patient here, and she told us that she has Medicaid. So for these patients, they are allowed to come to cash pay clinic. All they have to do is sign a form that we have up front on the eval, or as soon as you can get them to sign it. That just states that they know it's cash pay, they know it's not through their Medicaid insurance. So yeah, in Michigan, Medicaid beneficiaries can pay cash for services. So for this patient, we're going to document just like we would for any patient. If you want to document it as wellness, you can. Either way, Medicaid beneficiaries, we cannot do a super bill for them. So we just did it. We still did the billing codes just like we would any other patient. The only difference is at the end, you're not going to create a super bill. If you accidentally send a super bill, just send the patient an email and say, hey, accidentally sent you a super bill. Do not submit this to your insurance. You can say it could disqualify you from getting Medicaid. So that's basically why if Medicaid is seeing that patients have the cash to pay out of pocket continually for care, it could put them at risk of losing Medicaid services. So we just don't even want to submit that. It's basically under the table. So for Medicaid patients, it's cash pay, no super bills. Usually I don't even talk to them about insurance or anything. I just say we're a cash pay clinic. Once I find out either from the referral form or from what they've told me on the phone, I just say, hey, we're a cash pay clinic, so everyone just pays cash. We don't work with insurance. So if the patient has Medicare, so typically older patients, and typically we'll see that on a referral form. A lot of these older ones are referred to us. So this person has Medicare. And we have the admins letting people know, just you kind of have it memorized. We can put in the notes too if someone has Medicare or Medicaid. So for this patient, for Medicare, we have to bill under wellness. It's not even billing, it's just we state it is a wellness. So you can see she put wellness evaluation. I usually say initial wellness note, PT. You still can have subjective. You can still have the components of your note. You can have a plan. But it really is pretty bare bones. And then we're calling this wellness note 2. The only difference here you can see for Medicare, we're just listing the exercises. We're not billing it as NeuroRead or Therax. It's all just wellness. And we're doing exercises for these patients. In my mind, the line is crossed from wellness to skilled PT, OT services if we're doing internal work. So for Medicare patients, if they end up needing internal care, internal work, we're going to have to refer them out. But most of our Medicare patients have really good results with just the stretches and the exercises, and we don't really need to end up referring them out. But we can. If they need internal work, we can. We can do hands-on work. If you're going to do hands-on, I would call it massage. So basically we're doing services that are not covered by Medicare. So Medicare beneficiaries can come as long as we're doing services that are not covered by Medicare, which wellness is not, massage is not either, dry needling is not. So she's calling this wellness note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These patients do not get a super bill. If they're really balking at that, like maybe the admin told them we partner with insurance or that we give super bills, which she shouldn't have said anyway. But if she accidentally did, you can do a super bill. but you're going to put it, let's see. Let me see if I can do this. You're going to just write wellness here. And this would be the eval, initial wellness visit. There's not units with it. It just says 60 minutes wellness. 60 minutes wellness, this would be a treatment. And once that goes to the insurance, if they submit it to their insurance, the insurance is going to be like, well, we don't cover wellness, so we're not going to do anything with that. So sometimes it just, if the admin said it, if it makes the patient feel better, whatever, we can give them a wellness note, which isn't covered by insurance anyway. It's kind of silly, but for this patient in particular, he really just wanted to try to send it to his insurance, even though likely it's not, other than potentially like for Medicare beneficiaries, they get sometimes like a free gym membership. So they get some wellness services covered in a different category with their insurance. So, I mean, whatever, it's possible. So that's how you deal with the Medicare and Medicaid. Remember, Medicare is our patient 65 and older. Most patients 65 and older have Medicare. But we have had where, like, we had a teacher that's over 65 and she still was on her Blue Cross because she was still teaching. So sometimes it's worth asking if they have Medicare, and you can kind of just assume for the most part if they're over 65 they do. So then I would just ask at that point.